Hello there, YouTubers. This is Hazards921, as you can see, and today I'll be modeling an ear. This is a 3/4 part tutorial, depending on mockups or whether I want to make it better or improve on some of the stuff that when I'm modeling. So as you can see here, I am importing the background image into Blender 2.56 here. I'm using the newest edition and I've come to terms with using it. I kept the cube in there because I always like to use the cube as a start. Some people like to delete it or use it as import a plane when they put it in, and obviously start from the plane when they are modeling heads or bodies, whatever. So as you can see, I have put both images of the reference into the Blender program software, and I am just sizing the block down a tiny bit here, just adjusting the camera. So as you can see, I should just level it up, maybe get it level with the background image so I know what I'm exactly doing. Um, as you can see, one of the sides, the right side with the side of the scroller is gone, but I will adjust that slightly in a second if you give it a chance. Right, I'm currently just going to add in the mode where I can select all of them. That's it. I do fuck up. I apologize for some of these fuck ups that I will. I do apologize a lot. I apologize for that too. But yes, so as you can see, we had to rotate the block slightly so I can just level it up to the side of the earlobe like that, just, and then just make. I like to make a lot of adjustments when I'm using Blender. That's one of the best things I like about it. You can just play around with it and just make it your own, and that's what makes it so great when you're using Blender and software like this. So we'll just extrude out there by pressing E, and then R to rotate it, and G to just move it out slightly. Just gonna rotate here as well, and just grab these two, drag it up a tiny bit like that, and now we'll just extrude out again, rotate, and then just rotate a bit more just to get it perfect. I like to mess around so I could get it just that little bit better. I sometimes move stuff about and like think, oh, that's better, and then I think, oh no, it's better like what I had before. But you know what I mean. So yes, that's is the troubles of moving about a lot when you're modeling. But it's good to get it perfect. So I'm just making the basis level here much easier. For when you subdivision surface it out, it looks rubbish now, but trust me, when it comes out subdivision, it curves slightly, so you are able to get that perfect earlobe shape. And I just size this up. Just hold S to size it up. If some of you are new to Blender and watching this tutorial, just just put that in. Just extrude across a bit more. Size that down. Just drag that along. I need to rotate that a bit more actually. So let's pull that down a bit more. Let's just start arranging some of these bits together. So this is obviously Blender 2.56 beta, I think it is, I can't remember now. I've been using Blender for about 7 to 6 months roughly, on and off. I learned it, well, I've watched a lot of tutorials on YouTube, which I do thanks to a lot of people who made Blender tutorials, which I've learned from. Um, as you can see, I've adapted to Blender pretty well. I'm currently trying to learn Maya, but Blender just gets in the way because I know it so well. As you can see, I'm just playing around a lot with it. That's what I like to do when I'm in Blender. I like to play around with it, get to the shape a bit, so I know when it comes to subdivision surface, it turns out to be right. So I just extrude along here slightly. I should have sized it now. Just leave that for now and just size this down a bit more. Just move it. That to do. Just rotate that and just move it slightly. Right, size that down and just go across. Yes, that seems okay for now, I guess. Let's just hold Shift and highlight these 4 points. Shift D to copy it over. Then we will just put that there and just drag it down a bit. Right, what to do. Now just extrude along slightly and drag that down like that. Right, now let's just grab these two and we'll extrude up and start making the inner side of the earlobe, which it will piece together. You're probably thinking I'm doing it different from other tutorials, and I do like to experiment with Blender and try different ways of getting around it, and every person who uses Blender or makes stuff in Blender will have their unique way of doing it. I'm sure maybe when you're doing it or following this tutorial you will think, oh yeah, I could do it this way, it seems easier for you, but that's how people will automatically come to terms with Blender and use it, which is why I've already said about 3 or 4 times that it's a very good thing to use for Blender. So just going to extrude out here, just move this across slightly, make it a bit neater. That should do for now, I guess. Right, we are going to now just add in Control R to add in extra vertices, which will highlight the little pink purple thing. So I do apologize if some of you think, oh, you know, what is this going on? I don't know. This is just a tutorial on just making the ear itself. If you want tutorials on how to do things and shortcuts and get little maneuvers in Blender, then please comment on my wall. I will get them up as soon as possible, as long as college isn't in the way. Let's just move this about. Alright, this is coming along right. So we'll just press Control Shift click 4 vertice points and press F to make a face. So as you can see, I've done it a load of times. Just going to do this over. No, sorry, I made a mistake there. Just gonna face that over. I think yes, yes, I should put that together. Actually, that might be a good idea. Yeah, we'll do that for now. Just drag this down. Maybe we should just move it about a bit. I told you I like to mess about here. The light gets in my way, so I will move this for now. I mean, this bit's coming in. I don't want that to interfere with the model at all, so we'll get rid of that. Oh, wrong view. Right, let's zoom back in. I think we should work on the earlobe now and just drag this down, I guess. Right, that's seeing all better, I guess. It's piecing together, I must say. Just to drag this down. Yeah, just move this across a bit and pull this up and down. So the tutorial is coming to an end. I will just make a couple adjustments to it for now. I would like to say thank you to all the people who viewed this tutorial. This is my first tutorial. I will be making more hopefully in the coming future. Just touch this up here. So please, if I do not get the second part up as quick as possible, I will try to get it up. I would like to say a big thank you to people who watch this and subscribe to me, but I would also like to just get this done here, and thank you guys for taking the time to watch this tutorial, and have a good night or day whatever time you are watching this. Goodbye.